Hey guys, I was asked if I knew of any techniques, tips, or tricks to fix scratches or chips in a blonde finish. Well, not really, but I've been working on it. This is a limed oak finish Admiral TV that has some finish loss, has a few minor chips, and has a couple big chunks taken out of the back. So ever since I got this last summer, I've been experimenting with techniques on how I can repair this, and I've been asking around online. And through some detective work of looking at what I do have and the damage and such, I've determined this is what they call a limed oak finish, where it's gone down here, down to the wood. And that is just some plywood. And that's what this pinkish wood is here. It's just the top layer of the plywood, and then on top of that is this veneer. So I went out and got some red oak veneer, the glue back stuffed from a local home improvement center. It's meant to be ironed on. It's not a real good grain match, but it was certainly something to experiment with. Now if you look here, the next layer is sort of a pinkish milky white layer. That's the lime and the limed oak finish, I believe. That's what the term came from. So what you need to do is to get that same milky white finish on top of this. I've tried several different kinds of paint, like this heirloom white latex. The basic technique I used was to dip a rag into it and just lightly brush it across the wood, let it dry a little bit, and then kind of buff it out just to get kind of this whitewash look. It worked okay, but not great. I think next go around I'm going to try to use a bleaching agent, or I've even seen something called like a white stain or whitewash to simulate this milky white layer better. But on top of that is a bit of a yellowish layer. Now maybe it's yellowed with age and it originally wasn't that yellow, I'm not sure. But for that I do know that a great way to simulate that is amber shellac finish. So basically you take your red oak, do a whitewash on it, and then amber shellac, and it looks pretty darn close to this. So that's what I'm going to try doing for these patches, but I think the biggest challenge there is going to be to match the grain, because this clashes quite a bit, but certainly better than the way it is now. Now, as far as to fix worn areas, that would be a bit trickier. It's probably the best thing to do is to actually take this all down to the wood and then build it back up. Because in some areas it's okay, other areas down to one layer, other areas down to two layers, and I just can't see how using a paintbrush or something to build it up and blend this all out to look like a uniform surface. As far as scratches go, boy, I really don't know. I did pick up some Howard's Restore finish, which is a blend of solvents with some pigmentation in it, which works great on, say, walnut and mahogany to blend out scratches. It'll soften the lacquer a little bit, and the stain will seep into the crack and hide it. But they don't have a blonde finish, but what they do have is a clear, and I did try that, and it really doesn't do much of anything. I think the best bet, say for something like this, is to take a paintbrush and use some of this white paint or similar, and then amber shellac, and try to blend those out. The same type of thing might work on scratches. If you, say, take a rag and you use a very small amount of paint and wipe it across the crack to get it in there, or just maybe just go directly to the shellac. And if it works for you, let me know. But I have no guarantees at this point.